Hi, I'm Jonathan Lewis, auditor for the Synod on Young People, the Faith, and Vocational Discernment. I'm standing outside St. Peter's Basilica as you see the image of Paul VI, who will be canonized this Sunday along with a number of other saints. You know, Paul VI really was an apostle to the family. And I'm standing too outside the place where John Paul II gave his famous discourses and conversations on the theology of the body, the dignity and importance of the family. In the Synod thus far, even though the last two have been on the topic of the family, I would say this one seems to have such a similar theme, almost like a third Synod on the family, in three ways. The first is that the Synod has consistently brought up the fact that we as a people of God, as the church, are a family. That's the biblical icon that we look at, the Holy Family, that we ourselves are called to be family to one another. And sometimes it doesn't always look like that or feel like that in the church. We don't always treat each other as brothers and sisters, especially in such a polarizing and divisive language. And so I think that can be a helpful examination for us. Do we treat the people in our parish or people online who are fellow Catholics and Christians as family members in a loving, gentle way? The second is that we recognize that to support young people means to support their families. You can't separate those two groups. And so while many young people have the need to stand on their own 2 feet, we recognize that the first teachers and mentors of young people who accompany them in the journey of faith are parents. And so how do we support families from childhood through young adulthood to be those gentle guides in the faith, to bring up holy men and women? The third is that recognizing young people themselves will often choose family life as their vocation. And so how are we supporting young people and providing accompaniment and support and role models for them in being married and in family life, both in marriage preparation, in the sacrament of matrimony, and then post-sacrament? How are we providing a real mystagogical reflection and friendship in married life? And so I think these are just three themes that emerge in this second week in the Synod on Young People, the Faith, and Vocational Discernment, reminding each of us to be a family of God.